Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I'm Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message and whatever else. I just want to say, like, it's so weird because I had a really good day, but I have been so irritated and so annoyed and so pissed off this afternoon. Like, I didn't want to deal with no one. I didn't want to talk to no one. I just wanted to, like, go into my own little bubble and do my own thing. And of course, because of my household and people around me, that's next to impossible. And I don't know, I was just so frustrated. It's like, I don't care about your problems or their problems or this bullshit or that bullshit. Just leave me the fuck alone. That's the energy I've been in. And that's reality. You know, I might be all love and light, but I'm human and I get fucking annoyed too. And it's just really weird. It's because, like, the one thing I was watching to calm me down or to distract me was end of life care. Like, why the fuck am I watching that shit? I don't know, I stumbled across it. I started watching orca whales and how they handle death. And it's all about death. But if you think about it, death is, yes, it's an ending, but it's also a transformation. It's like, it's almost like a sign. The stages of a cycle ending, something coming to a close, like the way that you think and feel before the end comes. And I'm not talking about actual death. I'm talking about, you know, when something comes to an end, like you end a relationship, a situation, whatever. There are always signs. There's signs with everything, including literal death, you know, especially if it happens naturally or organically, I should say. But I almost feel like that's why I was watching that stuff, because I'm not witnessing anyone actively dying or anything like that. But it was kind of calming for me, because death isn't scary to me anyways. Like, if we're talking about literal death, that shit doesn't scare me. It doesn't, I don't want to say it doesn't faze me, because if it's someone I love and care about, yeah, it fucking phases me, because, you know, it's just the way it is. I'm not heartless, but I don't fear it for myself. You know, when the time comes and when I'm ready to go, I'll fucking welcome it. But that's not going to happen for a very long time, so I'm not worried about that. And I'm not worried about anyone dying around me or anything. I feel like I was drawn to watch that type of stuff because of the patterns, to see something, you know, like, these are the things that happen before a change occurs, before an ending happens, you know, because that's what's making me think of right now. And I feel like that's really what that was about. It's almost like this is natural and normal. There goes an orb. For you to feel this way, for things to unfold in such a manner, because that's how we close things out. That's how we end shit, you know what I mean? Because you've got to go through the stages before you go, fuck this, I'm done with this crap, you know, before you make change. You have to get fed up, you know? Some people just end shit prematurely, but if you're the type of person that gives it your all, no matter who or what we're talking about, like what the situation is, it's hard to know when enough is enough sometimes. And I kind of feel like that's where that was coming in. The other stuff I was watching was about Michael Jackson, and, you know, how multiple people have spoken up about his passing. Yes, it was a while ago, and how it was not accidental. Just saying. And that's the shit I've been talking about in my readings too. And then it got me thinking, like, why does that crap come up in my readings, like about public figures such as him? Because he was very prominent for a while. He showed up hardcore. Like, I would like to find some of the earlier videos that I did when I was channeling him, because I'd wake up out of a dead sleep and I was acting like him. It was crazy. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this about? You know, like, why would I be picking up on that? I know that I'm sensitive and I'm a medium and all that, but I was like, what's the significance to this? basically, because what I was thinking is, what's the significance to all of this? Because no one fucking cares. And it's not no one fucking cares. It's the people that I speak to on my platform don't really care. Some of you do, but it's a very small few. Because that's not what my channel started out as. My channel started out just like every other channel. You wanna know why? Because I didn't know what I was doing. Like, and it wasn't that I didn't understand the messages or anything like that. So it's like whatever I was talking about, whatever messages were coming out, it doesn't mean it was wrong. It just means my intention was wrong at the time. And well, not really wrong, just kind of confusing, I guess. Because I thought I need to do what everybody wants. And this is the truth. I'm being raw and real with y'all. This is something I would normally put on Patreon, but I'm going to put it on YouTube because I want everyone to see it. Whether you judge me, you like me, you hate me, I don't care. If you don't like me, click the fuck off. Go away. It is what it is. But in the beginning, I did a lot of love readings. That was my focus. You know, arrow pointed to love. Because every single reading that I watched at the time, that's all it was. It was about relationships and love, and everyone loved it. And I'm like, okay, as a reader, that's what people want. So that's what I'm going to give. And I did. And that's how I built my channel up to at least where it is now, roughly. And, you know, it worked, but I was like, I don't like this. And you want to know why I don't like it? Not because I don't like love, and not because I don't like relationships, and not because I don't want people to be happy and in love. No, I want you to know that stuff, and when it comes up, I share it. And I still have love readings in here, but that's not like, I'm not just like love, love, love. It's life, you know. My channel is mainly about self-help, to help you figure shit out for yourself so that you don't get caught up in those fucked up karmic cycles, so you can break those cycles. I mean, we all get caught up in them from time to time, but if you're in one, or you keep going down that stupid road, it's to help guide you out of it for yourself, you know. Because there's more to life than just relationships. There's more to life than just love. There's more to life than just me, than you, than, you know what I mean? Like, there's bigger topics at hand, too. Like politics and fucking Michael Jackson, apparently. But regardless, there are things that come up that are way beyond an individual scope, I guess you could say. And it's not intentional. So, like, when I got that backlash for posting about fucking Trump, which shame on you, because I'm allowed to share my opinion for one. But it really wasn't my opinion in that video. I did share some of my opinions and my views, but I wasn't doing it to poo-poo on anyone else or to be like, I don't know. It wasn't to sway anyone. Do you know what I mean? It was just, it fucking came out. And I'm like, holy crap. So I shared it. Because I'm not political on here. I'm not political anyways. I mean, if you know me, you know. But why am I ranting all of a sudden? Okay, so there's a reason for all of this. Basically, I'm not everyone else. And I'm not doing this for money. I'm not... It's not my main focus. Because trust me, I don't make shit. I think I'm up to $119. So I met the $100 threshold, which means I'll get paid next month. Yay. That's how much I make a month on here just from YouTube. So it's not like I'm rolling in the dough, you know what I mean? I do this because I love it. I do it because I feel called to do it, because it feels significant. And then sometimes I sit back and go, I know I'm like kind of going all over the place, and then sometimes I sit back and go, why the fuck am I even doing this? Like, what's the point? I can't make a living off from it. At least haven't yet so far. Some people do, but you know, maybe that's just not in the cards for me. It could be later on. And I've heard that multiple times, but it's It's about not only educating people, but trying to help people. And I sit back with like those big name things, you know, like Michael Jackson, Trump, and all the shit that I predicted with certain shit. Like, when I predicted big shit, I'll just leave it at that, no matter what the name is tied to, nobody believes. I mean, there's like a handful of people, but in the grand scheme of things, that's really nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's something, but it's also like, what's the point? Like, why did that even come to me? Why did that even come up? If it's just gonna fall on deaf ears. If I can't make a fucking difference, if I can't help, then why? You know? I'm gonna cry thinking about that. Like, what's the point? Is what I was thinking today, basically. And I was honestly like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Because I don't feel like I'm helping anyone. I don't want to keep anyone stuck in cycles. I don't want anyone to keep going round and round, basically, in their own lives. And if I can't make a fucking difference, then what's the point? I don't know. That's just true. That's how I feel. And obviously it bothers me because I'm going to cry. But then every fucking time I feel this way, I'm telling you, Spirit is amazing. I might not fully see the why behind everything, but then I get confirmation of how much I help you guys. Or some of you, I should say, because it's not for everyone. Not every message I share is for every single person. It could be just for one. I never know, because I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. But the messages that I share are most important for whoever needs it in that moment. And I had someone who's been with me for a minute. You're an OG, you know who you are. Who emailed me and gave me so much confirmation on the shit that I said for her life. And I can't even. And she was telling me about how much I've helped her. And I guess that's the point behind it all, because that's what I want. Is to help people. And she's not the only person that's emailed me telling me this stuff. But in that moment when I was going, like, why am I still doing this? Yeah, I like it, but I mean, I'm passionate about it. But I don't feel like I'm doing a lick of good. And I just kind of wanted to know what the fuck it was all about, I guess. And then I get an email like that, and I'm just like, oh, this is why. This is why. Even if it's just one person, you know? I don't know. So, I am not like everybody else. I do not read like everybody else. I get messages in different ways. And sometimes I never can control what the fuck comes out, but sometimes it might not be what you're looking for. And that's okay. Maybe next time, you know? And I'm not coming from a place of, oh, I got a bunch of hate and bad comments. No, it has nothing to do with that. These are my own personal feelings. Because I just feel like it's the same thing all the time. And it's like, well, what the fuck is this about, you know? There's obviously some significance with the shit that comes out on repeat. I just don't know what it is right this second. But I'm not going to give up, so don't worry. I'm still going to do readings. I don't know. I just always thought that there would be something so much bigger here. And there is. I just don't know what it is. You know? Yeah, I might be a reader. I might be a medium. I might be psychic. But I don't know everything. I really don't. Especially when it pertains to me. Like, I really don't. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? Half the time I can't even figure out my own fucking life. Although 99% of the time I do know what the right choice is. I just choose the other choice, or I just choose not to fucking make a choice because some things are difficult, you know? Life isn't easy. It just isn't. So I'm not exempt from that crap. I'm just not. But you know what's really funny? It's earlier I was looking for answers and I just pulled a couple cards and walked away because I was like, yep, whatever. Because I was just in a fucking mood. Like, you can even ask my son. He's like, are you okay, Mom? I'm like, I just want to be left the fuck alone. You know, like, how hard is it to let me have 5 fucking minutes to my goddamn self? You know? If I get a half an hour, it's a goddamn blessing, and then I get chastised for it. Not by my kids, but it's just like, sometimes I just want to, like, there's so much I want to say that I don't. Because it's just going to create unnecessary bullshit. You know, it's great to be honest. It truly is. But it's not okay to be cruel. It's not okay to be mean. So until I'm ready to say certain things in the proper way, I'm just not going to say shit at all. Because if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And that's how I roll. That's the truth. Whether I'm upset by actions or words or whatever the fuck's going on, I take time to process through the things I say. So if I say something to piss you off to your fucking face, you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself why you're so fucking pissed off about what I'm saying. Is it because it's true? You know what I mean? Especially if we're talking about personally. But I don't know, I'm fed up with a lot. Like, I'm not going to say to my breaking point because I don't break like that, but I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start unzipping the lips. You know what I mean? And some people might not fucking like it, and I don't really care, but relief is here. That's the card that came out when I walked away from the table, and the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So there's either something you need to say to a motherfucker, or someone wants to say something to you. I don't know, I just feel like there's an understanding here because of some type of clarity or truth. I don't think it has anything to do with what I'm fucking saying right now, but I don't know. There's a lie here. Relief from a lie. So you might find out the truth about some bullshit, but, yeah, I don't know. I was just in a fucking funk today. And it came out of nowhere, too. Because, like I said, I had a really good day. And then all of a sudden, I was just like, leave me the fuck alone. And no one did. No one. And I'm like, okay, now is not the time to make snarky fucking remarks and comments towards me. Because I'm just going to say, I know this is stereotypical, but I am a Scorpio. I shut up for a while. But when I hit a certain point, and you keep pushing my buttons, trust me, my tongue is sharp. And I will cut a bitch with it. And it's not because I want to. It's just because when you get to that point, when people do not back the fuck up, you just go, blah. You know what I mean? And I'm almost there. I'm almost there. And honestly, I hope a motherfucker would record me to make me look crazy. You know, like, oh, she flies off the handle. Only when provoked. Trust me, because it takes a lot. It really takes a lot for me to even get mad. Because I really don't care 90% of the time. I really, really don't. Unless it pertains to someone I love. But even then, if it's their bullshit, takes me a long time to even get involved unless there's a true problem, you know what I mean? Because other people's shit is not my shit. whether they're my kids or not. You know, my kids are older, so it's like whatever bullshit they got going on ain't my bullshit. And like I told my daughter today, because she's dealing with some shit, I said, trust. She goes, will you have my back if need be? And I said, of course, I always will. But I told her, I said, listen, you do not want me to get involved. You don't. Because you're not going to be happy with the results, and neither is anyone else in the situation. And that is not all talk. Just saying. And she's like, oh. I'm like, that's why I haven't said crap about your situation. You know, I'm not going to get into details. I'm like, that's why I have not butted my nose in. That's why I haven't said a fucking word. Because trust me, when I do, I can't undo it. You know, and you ain't going to like it. No one is. Self-evaluation. There you go. The proof is in the fucking pudding there. Take time to just sit back and evaluate a situation before you speak up, before you fucking fly off the handle, because that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, it doesn't matter what mood I'm in. Yeah, I was irritated as shit, but I didn't snap at anyone. I didn't say anything cutting. I wasn't cruel. I wasn't mean. I was just like, can I have some fucking time to myself? Which is not mean. Because trust me, some of the thoughts in my head, I'm going, I could say some mean shit right now. But I'm not going to, because that's just going to cause this problem, that problem, whatever. And it's like taking time to go within and consider your own actions and reactions and words and all of that before you make a fool out of yourself, you know? Don't be reactive. I wanted to be today, I'm just saying, but I wasn't. I did good. I did good. Awakening and purpose. You will find the reason behind it all. You'll find it out. Like, with whatever's going on, it will be made clear to you in this situation. And this is just going to be a short one, because I really am fucking irritated as shit tonight. I don't know. It's weird, too, because nothing significant happened to set me off, you know? It was just, I went from everything's hunky-dory to fuck the world. I don't know. I'm just in that energy. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I must be in somebody else's energy. No, this is how I'm feeling. And I don't know why. I really don't. The Chariot, preserving willpower. I feel held back, so maybe that's part of it. I do feel held back sometimes. But, you know, the only person that's holding me back is me. Because I don't care too much about what people think. Because, like I said, if you don't like me, or you don't like what I say, you don't like what I represent, my opinions, whatever, that's fine. That's your opinion. That's your view. Go away. Just don't start shit with me. But it's... okay, it's like I'm not PC, because I just am not. But I also don't want to upset anyone. Do you know what I mean? Because not everybody has a well-rounded view of life and situations and shit. And people get butthurt a lot, which is where the PC shit comes in. And I'm not just talking, like, publicly. I'm talking about, like, my personal life, yours, whatever. Just, you know, put this where it fits. But I'm just explaining this, like... where the only person who's stopping me is me. So the only person who's stopping you is you, you know? And that is the truth, because we can point the finger all we want and be like, well, I can't say that because of so-and-so, because they're going to get mad, or I can't do this because of whatever the fuck your situation is. But you can. You can overcome those limitations. And if you're worried about somebody getting upset, I guess let them. And that's advice for me too. I usually don't care about that though. I really don't. Like, I usually don't care about upsetting someone. The only thing I care about is I don't want conflict. And it's not because I hate confrontation, because I'll confront someone. I don't fucking care. I just would rather avoid conflict if possible. But if that's the only way something gets accomplished, or the only way my point gets across, I guess, then so be it. So it's almost like I exhaust every other avenue, option, whatever, that's possible, that's in my grasp to avoid conflict. But, you know, if I have to, if it happens, it happens, you know, like if that's a last resort, because we never want to battle it out with anyone. So that could be going on for some of you in a family situation, but I know that that's part of my feelings. You know, I'll sidestep shit just so, it's not even just to keep the peace, because I'm not really in that energy anymore. Like, yeah, I want it to be peaceful, but it's more along the lines of, I don't want to fight. You know, I don't want to dukes up or verbally fight with someone, because it's just draining. Like, and there's no point to it. And just because I see no point doesn't mean the other person or people don't see a point in it. You know what I mean? Like, some people like to fight. Some people feed off from that shit. And I just don't fucking have time for bullshit. It's like there's enough bullshit that goes on in life naturally. Why create more? That's what I think. That's just how I think. And I'm probably wrong. And that's okay. But that's just how I feel right this second. I can tell you right now, like, I just don't want to be reckless. I don't want to be stupid with what I say and do. And it's not because I'm worried about making a bad choice or anything, because I'm not worried about anything like that. It's just, I don't always share how I feel. I definitely don't. I am a Scorpio through and through in that way, where they're very mysterious. Yes, you will never know my true fucking feelings unless I tell you. And it's kind of this right now. I can wear my emotions on my face sometimes, like when I'm annoyed. But my true feelings, that's for me to know and nobody else. Whether I'm broken up inside, whether I love someone or I fucking can't stand them. I'm never going to say hate, because I don't hate anyone. It's not worth my time and energy to hate, because it takes a lot of energy to hate on someone. I actually think it takes more energy to hate someone than it does to love them. So what's the fucking point? Like, if you're that useless to me, you don't exist. I just delete you from my life. So if I've deleted you from my life, I guess you can use the H word. But I don't know, I guess I hide my feelings well. There's someone else in this energy who does too. Like, you would never know how they feel unless they told you. Because they got the poker face. Mama, poker face. Whether it's Cartman singing it from South Park or Lady Gaga, pick your version. Could be a Virgo involved. Someone's keeping shit to themselves. And it's not just me. It's not just me. They're keeping loving feelings to themselves. Which is kind of funny too, because I was going to say this earlier when I was talking about comments and stuff, and what was it? It had to do with secrets. Someone had made a comment, and it's true, I was going to comment back and I got sidetracked, but, excuse me, not all secrets are bad, and that is the truth. And I wanted to say that to that person, like, yeah, you're not wrong here, but the reading that they commented on, that's just what I felt in the reading. So someone was harboring a dirty little fucking secret, basically. A bad one. But yeah, some secrets aren't bad. They just are yours to keep. You know? Whether it's your emotions, how you feel about another person or situation, or for whatever fucking reason. Just because you keep shit to yourself doesn't mean that it's wrong. It probably means you're fucking smart. Just saying, yeah. I don't know, that's where I'm going to leave this one, because it's more of a rant, I guess. But I feel like it's going to make sense to someone, because usually when I go off on shit, it does make sense to other people, because, you know, we go through similar crap. We just do. I'll give you one more card. Yeah, I'll use one of these, and then we'll go. I'm just getting, I don't know, I'm just fucking tired. Not like sleepy tired either. And not burnt out tired either. It's not even that. It's just like fed up. I'm fucking fed up. That's what it is. Kiss off. I'm about ready to tell everyone off. I guess that's just me personally. But anyways, give me one last card for this reading. Or message, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Because it's not really a reading. It's more of a PSA, I guess. I don't know. And I just sound like I'm just sitting here bitching. But that's not the point here. Because I actually really haven't said anything at all. Attic space. Getting something off your chest? Just say it. And I don't really feel the words on here. Because it's not... doing what's best for you. Going over things. Going over the patterns, history, the past, whatever. It's not overthinking, because I don't feel any of these words on this card right now. It's thinking about what's gone on between you and someone, or you and different people, or in a situation, and choosing love, like choosing to love yourself. Like, what's most important here? What action should I take? What should I say because of this? Something's gone on long enough, and you're thinking about it, but I don't feel like you're going, oh my god, about this. It's more like, what steps do I take here to clear this, to clear the air, to make sure this doesn't fucking happen anymore, or doesn't happen again. That's what that feels like. Some advice could be to listen to some music and just kind of chill, and that's probably what I'm gonna do now, because I'm gonna just pick a random song and see what the fuck comes up and just goosfraba it out, and then I'm gonna go to bed. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for your love and your support, and sending me all your confirmations. It really does help me, like your comments, your emails, all of it. It's just so amazing that the things I say can truly help another person. And I know that my readings do help people. It's just, it's almost like, I guess for me personally, I'm like an overachiever. And I just always thought it would be so much bigger. But I guess if you think about it, I've said this before too, if you only help one person, you're doing better than most. You know, that's a lot. Because you never know what that person's supposed to accomplish. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like, for example, I'm not saying this is happening, but I'm just saying, like, for example, say Albert Einstein or Nikola Tesla, you know, the great minds of the past. Say that they were questioning things and they were too scared to be themselves, to present their work, to show their work. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you come along, because you're way back then, you know. But anyways, you come along and you go, I believe in you. And you say whatever the fuck you say. It could be a psychic message or just support, you know. And then they go, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then they change the future. They make massive change. Just because of your help, just because of something you said, just because of the hug you fucking gave them, whatever it was. You impacted that person, and it might seem insignificant to you at the time, whenever the hell this happened or is happening. But it's massive, because if you didn't touch that person's heart, if you didn't, you know, change whatever was going on within them, unknowingly, unbeknownst to you, they wouldn't have accomplished this massive whatever. You know, like, life as we know it now would be very different I probably wouldn't be talking to you on Wi-Fi, you know, or on the internet or whatever. Maybe I would, but things would be different if we're using those examples. But you get what I'm saying. Like, you never know who's going to make it big, who's going to change the fucking world. Like Michael Jackson said in that song, we gotta change the world. We gotta make it a better place. And acts of kindness and support and guidance are important in that process, because you never know whose life you're going to touch, and the impact on this world that they might have. Even if you don't have the impact, they might, and you are a cog in that whole machine. Do you know what I mean? I love you guys. Peace.